What's up, guys? Life is a sequence of events. One moment always leads to the next. Every decision you make leads to another. It's a revolving door. Such is life in the NFL world as well. One big play always leads to another big play. But some of the greatest, most iconic, and clutch plays in NFL history were complete luck. Not necessarily the plays themselves. Rather, it's the plays that led to them that nearly never happened in the first place. Here are a look at 8 major NFL plays that wouldn't have happened if the previous play was different. Make sure to subscribe to TPS and put on your notifications because we post videos all the time. New videos all the time. Make sure to comment your video ideas down below. We'll be looking, and if we choose your idea, we'll give you a shout out in the video. Number 8, Matthew Stafford's rookie magic versus Cleveland. The Detroit Lions went 0-16 in 2008, but there was one obvious silver lining. They had the first overall pick, and the Lions found their new franchise quarterback in Matthew Stafford, taking the Georgia product with the number 1 selection. Stafford and the Lions struggled quite a bit in 2009, but the future Pro Bowler tuned in a performance for the ages against the Cleveland Browns in Week 11. The home team Lions were trailing 37-31 with just 9 seconds left, and Stafford's only hope was to heave to the end zone. Stafford danced around in the pocket and threw a Hail Mary to the end zone. It sailed incomplete, but the Browns committed a careless pass interference penalty in the end zone. Stafford was injured after taking a hit on the play, but he shrugged it off and got one last chance to win it, which he made the most of. And the legend of Matthew Stafford in Detroit had begun. Number 7, Rob Gronkowski saves Pats in 2018 AFC title game. The New England Patriots visited the Kansas City Chiefs in the 2018 AFC Championship game. Tom Brady and co. were looking to put a stop to Patrick Mahomes' MVP season, and the visitors were in control with a 14-0 halftime lead. But Mahomes and the Chiefs snapped out of it and were virtually unstoppable in the second half. Damian Williams' 2-yard rushing touchdown put Kansas City up by 4 points with 2 minutes to go. Now the defense just needed to make that one big stop on Tom Brady, and the Chiefs would be on to Super Bowl 53. Well, the Chiefs finally got the big stop. Brady's pass to Rob Gronkowski bounced off the latter's hands and into the hands of a Chiefs corner. Game over. Except D Ford was offside on the play, so the interception was nullified. Worse yet, Ford didn't even have an impact on the play whatsoever. If he lines up a few inches back, the Chiefs make their first Super Bowl in half a century. And so that set the stage for Gronkowski to save the Patriots in what turned out to be his next to last NFL game. On the next play, Rex Burkhead ran it in to put the Patriots back on top. The Chiefs responded with a late field goal, but Burkhead played hero again and scored the game-winning touchdown on the opening drive in overtime. If Ford wasn't offside, my God, the Brady-Gronk heroics are probably done forever. But like they do 99% of the time, the Patriots took advantage of a second opportunity. D. You just had to be a few inches back. Number 6, Aaron Rodgers' miracle in Motown. The Green Bay Packers visited the Detroit Lions in Week 13 of the 2015 season. Aaron Rodgers and co. were in a tight battle for the NFC North Division, while the Lions were simply playing for pride, looking to pull off a rare season sweep against the Cheeseheads. The Lions held a 2-point lead late in the fourth quarter, and they were able to melt most of the clock, punting it away with only 23 seconds remaining. Rodgers took 2 deep shots downfield, and they both fell incomplete. So the Packers simply had to try for a miracle lateral play and hope for the best. Oh no, Devin Taylor of the Lions was flagged for a questionable face mask penalty. That gave Rodgers one heave at the end zone. But as great as Rodgers is, there was absolutely no way he could pull off this miracle, right? Wrong. And with that, the Packers escaped the Motor City with the most unlikely of victories. It was just your typical Aaron Rodgers magic, but it doesn't happen if Taylor just wrapped up Rodgers with a routine tackle, instead of going at his face and costing the Lions dearly. Number 5, James White clinches Super Bowl 51. The New England Patriots trailed the Atlanta Falcons 28-3 midway through the third quarter of Super Bowl 51. But Tom Brady did Tom Brady things and helped the Patriots embark on a huge comeback. They scored 25 unanswered points to force overtime. Once the Patriots won the coin toss, you knew that was going to happen. The exhausted Atlanta defense had no answer for Brady and the Patriots, who kept dinking and dunking on their way into the red zone. Now everybody remembers James White scoring the game-winning touchdown to clinch the Super Bowl. However, most seem to forget about the previous play, one that could have changed the Falcons' history forever. On 1st and goal from the 2-yard line, Brady tried a quick pass to big tight end Martellus Bennett, but Vic Beasley knocked it down. Take a closer look, however, and you'll see how close he was to reeling in a key interception. But of course, you can never ever give Tom Brady a second chance. The Falcons did did just that, and it paved the way for White to clinch the championship. Number 4. Tony Romo's fumbled snap. Tony Romo came out of nowhere to take over as the Dallas Cowboys starter during the 2006 season. Romo led Dallas to a 9-7 record, which was good enough to secure one of the 2 wildcard spots. The Cowboys met the Seattle Seahawks in the NFC wildcard round, and boy was it ever a dandy. This back-and-forth contest saw Seattle take a 1-point lead with 4:24 to go, but Romo pieced together a big-time drive and put the Cowboys in position to win the game. However, the Cowboys made the ill-fated decision to let Romo be the holder on Martin Grammatica's go-ahead 19-yard field goal with only 1:19 to go, because Romo was previously the Cowboys' holder on field goal attempts. Head coach Bill Parcells decided to keep him in that role, and sure enough, this happened. Maybe Romo caused Dallas the game, but the Seahawks defense needs credit for making the big play that ultimately saved their season. Dallas was facing a 3rd and 7 situation inside the 10 on the play before Romo's botched snap. Romo found Pro Bowl tight end Jason Witten for a big catch right at the first down marker, 1 yard away from a touchdown. Had the Seahawks defenders not made that tackle, Witten would have likely gotten into the end zone, or at least enough yardage for the first down. Instead, officials reviewed and determined that Witten was just short of the first down marker. And so, instead of taking the lead with a touchdown or having a fresh set of downs, the Cowboys had to trot their kicker out a little early than they would have liked, and it cost them a trip to the divisional round of the playoffs. Number 3. Terrell Owens. The catch 2. The Green Bay Packers and San Francisco 49ers met at Candlestick Park in the 1998 NFC wildcard game. Brett Favre and the Cheeseheads had eliminated the 49ers in the previous 3 postseasons. The Packers simply had San Francisco's number, and Steve Young's squad was trying to reverse the storyline here. Favre and Young traded blow for blow in one of the greatest quarterback shootouts in NFL playoff history. Favre hit Antonio Freeman in the end zone with less than 2 minutes left to put the Packers up 27-23. Well, the Packers defense had to make that one final stop. They kinda did. Jerry Rice fumbled after making a catch the Packers recovered, except the officials totally botched the call and ruled him down. That gave the 49ers new life. You know how this story ends. But before Terrell Owens becomes a legend, we need to go back to the previous play. Young threw a dangerous pass that should have been picked off by Craig Newsome, but he was unable to corral it. And on the very next play, Young hit Terrell Owens for the game-winning touchdown, sending all of Candlestick Park into a frenzy. And with that, the 49ers finally defeated their kryptonite. We'll call this the luckiest win in their history. Rice got away with a clear-cut fumble, and Young nearly threw the game-sealing pick to Newsome. That set the stage for T.O. to leave their mark in 49ers lore. And the rest was history. Number 2. Malcolm Butler's Super Bowl interception. The New England Patriots met the Seattle Seahawks in Super Bowl 49. Russell Wilson and company were looking to become the first team to repeat as champions since the 2004 Patriots. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick would have something to say about that. Seattle built up a 10-point lead heading into the 4th quarter, but Brady engineered 2 clutch touchdown drives to give his team a 28-24 lead with only 2 minutes to go. Wilson drove Seattle past midfield, and Jermaine Kearse made a phenomenal circus catch to set the Seahawks up at the 5-yard line with just over a minute remaining. Wilson handed the ball off to Marshawn Lynch, and he burst through the hole and nearly reached the end zone, but he was stopped at the 1-yard line. Well, the Seahawks still had 3 chances to gain half a yard, but instead of Lynch putting Seattle up by 3 with a minute to go, Wilson and Pete Carroll called the absolute worst play in NFL history, and Malcolm Butler became the unlikely hero for the Patriots. Butler had saved the day for the Patriots, but everybody seems to forget that Dont'a Hightower set that up after tackling beast mode half a yard short of the end zone. If Hightower didn't make the tackle, then nobody knows who Malcolm Butler is right now. Number 1. David Tyree's helmet catch. You all know the story here. The underdog New York Giants are going up against the 18-0 New England Patriots in Super Bowl 42. Tom Brady won the MVP award after throwing an NFL record 50 touchdown passes in one season. Randy Moss won the single-season record for TD receptions with 23. Oh, and the Patriots scored 589 points, a record that stood for 6 years. Did we mention the Patriots were 18-0? Looking to join the 1972 Miami Dolphins as the only undefeated team in the Super Bowl era. Brady hit Moss for the go-ahead touchdown with less than 3 minutes to go. Their defense, loaded with perennial Pro Bowlers, needed just one more stop to clinch their perfect season. The Giants were trailing the Patriots 17-14 with less than 2 minutes to go in the big game. And before we get to Tyree's infamous helmet catch, one must remember the play that happened before it. That, ladies and gentlemen, was Patriots cornerback Asante Samuel dropping what should have been the game-sealing interception. interception. And on the very next play, Eli Manning somehow avoided a sack and threw the greatest Super Bowl pass of all time to Tyree. That would set up Plaxico Burr's game-winning touchdown, and the Giants defense held on to pull off the greatest upset in Super Bowl history. The Patriots were perfect for 18 games, and Samuel nearly made the perfect play to clinch the perfect season. But unfortunately, nobody's perfect. It just wasn't meant to be. Samuel's imperfect drop led to Tyree's legendary reception that changed the NFL world and Super Bowl lore forever. What were other NFL plays that wouldn't have count if the previous play was different? Join me in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. We post great content all the time. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every single week and they're really entertaining, so if you want more of me, you should go there. Do it. Come on, go do it. Hey, you. Yeah, you. I know you're still watching. I don't know why you're still watching right now, but you're watching. Go subscribe. And go like this video because, I mean, you probably liked it, so give it a like. And make sure to subscribe to TPS too, because we post videos all the time. If you like sports content, subscribe. What's up, kid? Go do it. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo. My knee.